Hi, hello, good evening, dear friends. Welcome to my next class on solutions. In the last session, I have discussed about the Henry's law and its applications. Before moving into the next important Raoult's law, vapor pressure, I would like to explain about the various types of expression concentration terms in of solutions. And before knowing that, we know that what is concentration. Concentration is the relative amount of substance present in a given solution. That means if we find the quantity or amount of solute present in the solution, that is the meaning of a concentration of solution. In that meaning, the concentration can be expressed simply by five types here we explain here, that is several ways are there. In that, percentage by weight is one, and even we can also say percentage by volume is also one of the important point. Percentage by weight, percentage by volume, not only that one, mole fraction, molarity, molality, normality, these are main things. Okay, before that we'll see what is percentage by weight. Percentage by weight, actually the number of grams of solute dissolved in 1 gram of solution is called weight fraction. Okay, and that is small w by small w plus capital W given here formula. What is small w here is taken weight of solute. Capital W is taken as weight of solvent. Here the meaning is small w grams of solute is dissolved in capital W grams of solvent. And in this juncture, if this weight fraction is multiplied with 100, then we can call that is weight percentage. That is weight of solute in grams by weight of solution in grams into 100. So what is small w by capital W? Small w into plus capital W is weight of solution in grams. So weight percentage formula is small w by capital W plus small w into 100. So if this W and capital W are not confusion, you can simply say weight of solute in grams by weight of solution in grams into 100. We can also say weight percentage solute is weight of solute by weight of solution into 100. Here, if you observe, a solution of HCl contains 36% of HCl by weight. What is the meaning of that one? 36 grams of HCl per 100 grams of solution. So 36 grams of HCl is dissolved in 100 grams of solution. That's the meaning of it. Now, we'll say a small problem about it. So that is, what is the percent by weight of NaCl if 1.75 grams of NaCl is dissolved in 5.85 grams of water? So what is the small w weight of NaCl given is 1.75. What is capital W they are given? That is 5.85. So what is the weight of solution? Small w plus capital W, we got 7.60 grams. Now what is the weight percentage? So weight percentage is nothing but small w by small w plus capital W into 100. So in this calculation, we got 23 is the answer for this. So here there is a dimensionless is also, because mass by mass is only dimensionless quantity. Let us see what about the volume fraction, volume percentage, percentage by volume. Actually, this method is used for solutions of liquids and liquids. Earlier, percentage by weight we discussed. That is a method used for solutions of a solute solid in liquid, that is. And here the volume of liquid here in this method, percent volume in ml is said to be dissolved in 1 ml of solution. So that can be expressed as volume fraction, that is volume of liquid solute in ml divided by volume of solution in ml. If that is multiplied with 100, then we will get volume percentage. So what is volume percentage? Volume of solute into 100 by volume of solution. Okay. Let us see the next one, most important one in our discussion, that is mole fraction. What is mole fraction? In the name itself, mole fraction means number of moles of one substance or component which is present in a total number of moles of solute, how much. So that can be expressed. That means it's a ratio. It's a ratio between number of moles of one component to the total number of moles of all components present in the solution. For example, if you take A and B, A is a solute and B is a solvent in a binary solution. What is B? B you have to consider as a solvent. Then number of moles of A can be indicated with small na, and number of moles of B can be indicated with NB. Then you want to find the total number of moles of solution, that is equals to Na plus Nb will come. So if you want to find the mole fraction of solute, then Xa can be written as Na by Na plus Nb. So the mole fraction X is the symbol we will use, or chi, that can be expressed for A as Xa is equals to Na by Na plus Nb. And if it is expressed, you are trying to express the solvent mole fraction, then it can be written as Nb by Na plus Nb. What do you mean by Nb? Number of moles of solvent. Na is number of moles of solute. And here we had mentioned that is Na is number of moles of solute of A and Nb is number of moles of solvent, that is B. Okay. So in this juncture, in another discussion book, how it is there? Ratio, that is definition is, mole fraction definition is ratio of number of moles of solute to the total number of moles of solute and solvent. Okay, that X solute is given as moles of solute by moles of solute plus moles of solvent. So here in this book they have taken small n is the number of moles of solute and capital N is the number of moles of solvent. Small n is number of moles of solute and capital N is number of moles of solvent. Number of moles of solvent. That's why the mole fraction formula here is given as for solute it is small n by small n plus capital N. That is for solvent it became capital N by small n plus capital N. But means when you are adding both these, mole fraction of solute plus mole fraction of solvent, LCM is same, so that will become 1. So what is the sum of the mole fractions of all the components in the solution? That is equals to unity. So that's why here given as X solute plus X solvent is equals to 1. Now it's a problem. Here they're asking the mole fraction of HCl in a solution to calculate if hydrochloric acid in water is containing 36% of HCl by weight. What is 36 grams, 36%? 36 grams of the HCl is present. Okay. What is the remaining one? 64 grams. The 64 grams is water. So that means small w is the weight of solute and capital W I am taking as weight of solvent. So in this case, what happens? number of moles of HCl you can calculate using this formula. That is, number of moles of HCl can be calculated by weight of HCl by molecular weight of HCl, 36.5. In the same fashion, that can be obtained as, that is got 3.99 got. The number of moles of H2O can be obtained by using the formula weight of H2O by molecular weight of H2O. So that is approximately they got is 3.55. So that means the total number of moles will become 3.55 plus 0.99. So that is the total number of moles of solution. Of that, they calculated the mole fraction using the formula number of moles of HCl by total number of moles of solution. Number of moles of HCl plus number of moles of H2O. They got 0.218. That is mole fraction of HCl. 0.218 they got. So that means here there is a stepwise discussion. That means when they have given the weight percentage, then you will collect the information from the weight percentage, that is of weight of solute, weight of solvent. From that, knowing the formula of the compound, you can find the number of moles, and that number of moles will be utilized to calculate the mole fraction. Okay, what is the next concentration terminology? The next concentration terminology is molarity. The most important concentration terminology is molarity. Frequently we will use that one in the calculations. That is, in the current practice, what happened, the concentration is most often expressed thing, that is molarity thing only. Molarity symbol capital M we will use. It's defined as the number of moles of solute per liter of solution, here given. So if you take the small n is the number of moles of solute, then the molarity can be expressed as moles of solute by volume of solution in liters. That means that small n is the number of moles of solute is present, and capital V liters of solution. Then n by V is the formula for molarity. Now we'll see that one in the another book. That is, it is defined as the number of moles of solute dissolved per liter or per decimeter cube of a solution. That is, number of moles of solute by number of moles of number of liters of solution. Now here another way of expressing molarity, that is, number of liters of solution is number of moles of solute. Here in this discussion, if there is a consideration here, when you consider small w grams of solute of molar mass small ma is dissolved in V liters of solution, then molarity will become small w by ma into V. So what is the reason is nothing but the number of moles of solute is there. Na? The number of moles of solute is equals to weight of solute by molecular weight of solute. Small a, small m taken here. That is substituted in this one. And that number of moles is substituted in the molarity formula. We have molarity formula, that is number of moles by volume in liters. So that number of moles you got is small WA by small MA into 1 by V, or directly can write into V. So V is the volume of solution in liters. So here for 1 mole of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution, the molarity will become equals to 1, and the molarity is 1 in that case. That is called as a molar solution. Such a solution is called as molar solution. For example, a solution containing 2 moles of solute is there in 1 liter. The 2 molar, that will indicate as 2 molar. As evident from this expression, that unit of molarity is moles per liter. What is the unit of molarity? Is moles per liter. Once again, what is molarity formula? Moles of solute by volume in liters. Now, we'll see a calculation before going that. Another information. Calculation of molarity. So, what is molarity? A solution can be expressed, calculated with the help of expression. Molarity is equals to number of moles by volume. If you are expressing the volume of the solution in ml, then you will multiply this molarity expression with 1,000 to get the answer in correctly. And we have considered here is amount of solution. When amount of solute is given in grams and its molar weight is m, then mw can be expressed as n is equals to x by mw. So that we know that molarity number of moles how to calculate, and that is used here with a different symbol. We'll see a problem now. What is the molarity of solution expressed in by dissolving 75.5 grams of pure potassium hydroxide in 540 ml of solution? So giving the formula of potassium hydroxide is very clear. From this potassium individual atomic weight is 39.1, oxygen is 16, hydrogen is 1. So these if you add, you will get 56.1 molar mass. And as they have told, it is 75.5 grams, means that is weight of the substance. So number of moles of potassium hydroxide is how much here? That is 75.5 by 56.1. That they got is 1.35 moles. And this number of moles is said to be present in 540 ml. So volume of solution is how much? 540 ml it is there. So you'll multiply this expression with 1000 to get the answers. You got 0.540. They got the answer as 2.50 answer. So 2.50 they got final answer. Actually, what they did is here they have converted the ml into liters. Even without converting also you can do it. Okay. So finally they got 2.50 molarity. See another problem for on the molarity case. What weight of HCl is present in 155 ml of 0.54 molarity solution? So what is molarity formula we have? Weight by molecular weight into 1000 by V in ml. In this weight of solute HCl you want means that molarity into molecular weight of HCl into volume of the solution in ml by 1000 you will write it. So the molarity given is 0.540 and molecular weight of HCl is 36.5 you can write, into volume of solution given the problem is 155 divided by 1000. So in this formula if you substitute as the given, it is 3.06 molarity grams of HCl you will get. So this is weight of HCl 3.6 grams 06 grams we can get. So they have also given the same model. Now this is regarding the molarity case. Units of molarity once again, moles per liter or moles per decimeter cube. The second method for molarity definition, we'll see formula. Density relation, that means molarity, how you will express in terms of density. That is, let the D is the density of the solution in grams per ml. It contains X percentage solute by mass. Then mass of 1 liter of solution is equals to how much? 1000 into D grams. Okay. What is 1 liter? That is converted into grams only. Okay. And mass of solute in 1 liter is how much? that they are calculated is x by 100 into 1000 into d grams. That is got is x into d into 10. So this is a systematic way they have calculated. Okay. So if they are saying it is the density, D is the density is equals to mass by volume. This you have to remember to get all these things. And X percentage of solute. What is the X percentage of solute meaning? X grams of solute is present in 100 grams of solution. Okay. So X by 100 is a weight fraction, and this is multiplied with this 1000 into D here. What is the mass of 1 liter of solution? So if it is taken like this, then when you are expressing density in grams per ml, then what is the mass of 1 liter of solution is 1000 into D is grams. That will be in grams. So that they have got here. Okay. After that, here they got that is. After that, the number of moles of the mass of solute per 1 liter here calculated. Mass of 1 liter solution, this is the mass of 1 liter solution they have given. And what is the mass of solute in 1 liter? Mass of solute in 1 liter that they have calculated is nothing but x into d into 10 grams. Why? Because when we have 1000 into d grams of solution is there in this, what is the mass of solute? The mass of solute will become x into d into 10 only. Okay, that is nothing but fraction, that is weight fraction into this 1000 into D weight of solution, 1 liter solution. Now, number of moles of solute in 1 liter given how much? Number of moles of solute in 1 liter given as mass of solute by gram molar mass of solute. You know that is number of moles. Now, what is the number of moles of solute? Weight of solute by molecular weight. So this is the weight of solute by molecular weight. And now, what is the molarity definition? Molarity definition is number of moles by volume. So number of moles of particularly that is of solute. So now is number of moles of solute x into d into 10 by molarity molecular weight of solute is there. This is the molarity of solution. So here you need a clarity here. Everywhere this formula how we got, that is a clarity is required. That means here only logic is there. Mass of 1 liter of solution, how we got? Mass is equal to density into volume. When the density is expressed in grams per ml only, it is 1000 into D. After that, what is the mass of solute in 1 liter? Mass of solute in 1 liter they have calculated x into d into 10. How x into d into 10 came? That is a doubt definitely is there. Okay. As we know that total mass of the solution and mass of the solute. So this one if you observe the relation, then this x by 10, x by 100 is there. The x by 10, 100 is the actual weight fraction of the solute. That means when you have 100 grams is there, 100 grams of solution is there, In 100 grams of solution, you have X grams of solute is present. That is the weight fraction meaning that is. Okay. And already we have how many grams of solute calculated from the density? 1000 into D grams of solution is there. In this, how many grams of solute is present? You calculate here. That is X into 1000 into D by 100. That's why they got this expression is mass of solute per 1 liter is X into D into 10. So this one is clarity is required here. Then you can easily calculate the molarity. So molarity is equal to X into D into 10 by molecular weight of solute. So here D is the density or specific gravity, and X is the mass of solute, and into 10 by molarity, molecular weight. Okay, and next one, coming to the point here, that is molarity of dilute solution. For example, a solution is said to be a dilute solution, then how you will find the molarity of dilute solution? So dilute solutions, we have a formula, that is before dilution molarity is M1. After dilution, if you consider molarity is M2, then what will happen? The volumes V1 and V2 will be considered in this dilution law. The dilution law is telling that M1 V1 is equals to M2 V2 is the formula for dilution principle, the molarity of the solution. So this you will use for dilution principle. M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. For a mixed solution, what you will do is you will add all these things, M1 V1 plus M2 V2 plus M3 V3. If you consider the three types of these things, mixed solution, then mixed solution molarity will become MR. So that MR can be calculated using M1 V1 plus M2 V2 plus M3 V3 by V1 plus V2 plus V3. Or if you consider 2 only, means then what is the mixed solution? Resultant solution is M1 V1 plus M2 V2 by V1 plus V2. That is mixed solution thing. And in this case, suppose if you got 0.5 molarity in the calculation, that is called a semi-molar. 0.1 is called a decimolar solution. 0.01 is centimolar. 0.001 is called as millimolar. So remember, this is the type of solution classification based on molarity. Now, we will see molarity we have already done a problem here. Now, let us see the relation between molarity and mole fraction. We have already checked with the molarity and mole fraction formula. And in this relation, we have to carefully observe the relation between molarity and mole fraction in this discussion. That is, if capital M is the molarity of the solution and XA and XB are the mole fractions of solvent and solute. Okay, here XA is the mole fraction of solvent and XB is the mole fraction of solute. They are given. So these are this is considered only. This is consideration, and in this consideration, we came to know that Na, Nb as number of moles of solute, solvent and solute respectively for the dilute solution, mixed solution. Mass of solution will be obtained by multiplying the number of moles with their corresponding molar masses. Suppose if you take molar mass of solvent is Ma and number of moles of solvent is Na, the product is equals to the mass of solvent. Similarly, the mass of the solute also can be calculated by using the Nb into Mb. You will get mass of solute. You know, mass density volume relation. In this relation, what will happen is volume of solution can be obtained by mass of solution by density of the solution. So mass of solution, how you will calculate? You will calculate using this expression, that is W plus WA plus WB, that is sum of the masses of solvent and solute. So that's why they have taken NaMa plus NbMb divided by the density. Okay, now molarity is telling that number of moles of solute by volume of solution. So we are very clear that number of moles of solute is Nb from the molarity expression, and that is multiplied with 1000 into d by 1000 into d by this total mass of solution. So that is Wa plus Wb. Suddenly, how this volume of solution came like this? Because we have already calculated what is the volume of solution. Volume of solution is this one, that is mass by density. So that mass by density we have substituted here, and that is separately calculated as NaMa plus NbMb. Okay, and here I will give you the same thing. So that is 1000 into d by 1000, already it is there in the expression. We know when we are telling that volume in milliliters, then we will write 1000 by volume of solution. Volume of solution is obtained as mass by density. So the mass is NaMa plus NbMb. So that's what I have substituted here. So that is Nb into 1000 by Na can be divided with Na plus Nb. You can write mole fraction of solvent into the molecular weight of solvent plus mole fraction of solute into molecular weight of solute is Mb. Okay, that's what calculated. In this one, what we did is we divided this NaNb expression with Na plus Nb, the entire expression multiplied and divided. So that's why here this will become Na plus Nb, and this has became mole fraction of solute into 1000. Already it is there, density 1000 into density divided by the mole fraction of solvent in the molecular weight of solvent plus mole fraction of solute into molecular weight of solute. So this one, how they have got, is very clear that we have to go step by step. In this, this step is very, very crucial. Which step? This step is very, very crucial. To get this step, we have to multiply, divide and multiply. That means dividing both numerator and denominator with Na plus Nb, they told. That is a crucial step to get the relation between molarity and mole fraction. So this is the relation between molarity and mole fraction. So molarity is equals to mole fraction of solute into 1000 by 1000 into d by XaMa plus XbMb. Okay, this is regarding molarity. Okay, now we will see what is the next important terminology in concentrations of solutions, that is molality. molality. We express the molarity per liter of solution. Here, if the number of moles of solute is expressed per kilogram of solvent, very, very clear. We have to stress very clearly. Solvent is different, solution is different. Here, solvent mass in kilograms expressed, wherein molarity, volume of solution expressed in milliliters and liters. So, there is a dependence, temperature dependence is very clear for molarity. But molality, this molality is temperature independent. So, is the best way of expressing the concentration is molality only. Small m is the symbol we will use for that. This molality, once again in this one, what they given in the nationwide comparative book, there is number of moles of grams molecules of solute dissolve in 1000 grams of solvent. It is called as molality, small m. So molality of solution is number of moles of solute by amount of solvent in kilograms. Or else when you are expressing the mass of the solution solvent in grams, then you will multiply this expression with 1000, like molarity. So number of moles of solute into 1000 by amount of solvent in grams. So it is independent of temperature. I have already told you, most important terminology. So if you consider an illustration here, a solution is obtained by dissolving 1 mole of solute in 1000 grams of solvent, then what will happen? 1 by 1 is 1. So there is 1 molal solution. Small m is the symbol used for this one. And noticing the difference between molality and molarity, that is, molality is defined in terms of mass of solvent, while molarity is defined in terms of volume of solution. So that's why there is a little difference is there, but we should not get confused. And when we are telling molarity, it is temperature dependent. When you are telling molality, that is temperature independent of this one. Now, solved problem. We'll see one problem here. What is the molality of a solution prepared by dissolving 5.0 grams of toluene, that is C7H8, in 225 grams of benzene, that is C6H6. Okay. Here, calculation of number of moles of solute, how we can do it? You know, they have given 5 grams. We can calculate the number of moles of solute. 5 by the molecular weight of toluene got is 92. So this is the number of moles of solute, and they are told 225 grams. What is 225 grams? That is the solvent mass. So we have used that one in the formula. Want to convert into kilograms, you can convert by dividing this one with 1000. You got 0.225. So number of moles of solute is 5 by 92 into 1000 into 225. So that is 0.24 molarity they got. So what is the value finally obtained for this calculation is 0.24 molarity they have got. So this is one problem for on molality expressions. Okay, next we will see what about the most important, another important terminology, normality. Number of equivalents or gram equivalents of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution, that is called as normality. Here number of gram equivalents of solute by volume of solution. Here 1 liter of solution is common like for that of molarity we have. And this number of gram equivalents can be obtained by dividing the weight of solute with the equivalent weight of that solute. Then this normality will be obtained like this. That is weight of solute in grams by equivalent weight term to volume of solution in liters. In another book, very simply how they are given. Let us see. What is normality? Normality of a solution, capital N, is the symbol defined as the number of equivalents of solute present per liter of solution. Equivalents of solute by volume of solution in liters is the formula. For example, if you have 40 grams of sodium hydroxide is there, its equivalent weight is 40. Then dissolved in 1 liter of solution, then normality of the solution will become 1. It's called as 1 normal solution. That solution containing 40 grams of solution sodium hydroxide is n by 10, then that is called as 0.1. So no, 0.1 molarity is decimolar, 0.1 normality is called a decinormal. Okay, you'll see a problem here. That is 5 grams of NaCl is dissolved in 1000 grams of water. And they are telling if the density of the resulting solution is 0.997 grams per ml, calculate molarity, normality, all the three things here. So here, first of all, we have to find the number of moles of NaCl. NaCl molar mass is 58.5. Got number of moles of NaCl is 0.0854. Molarity we can calculate, that is number of moles of solute by mass of solvent, because they have given mass of solvent in grams. What is the mass of solvent in grams they are given? The problem they are given 1000 grams of water. Problem if you read, then that is very clear. Easily we can calculate the molality using this one. So we got 0.0854 number of moles of NaCl itself is called as molality. Whereas the molarity is requiring a volume of solution. So volume of solution cannot be easily obtained because that they are given the density. Volume is nothing but mass by density. So mass of solution you can obtain by summing the mass of solvent and solute. Solute they are given 5 grams of NaCl and solvent is 1000 grams. So 1005 grams of the mass of solution is there, dividing with the density 0.997, will got the volume, that is 1008 ml. So that's why here 1008 ml is the volume of solution to calculate. Why volume of solution to be calculated? Because we need molarity to be calculated. In molarity, capital M is equals to number of moles is how much? 0.0854 into 1000 by volume of solution we got is 1008. So in that they have calculated this value 0.847 molarity they got in this one. Okay, so that's why they got this value. Coming to the point of normality, what is the normality? Number of gram equivalents. Number of gram equivalents means the mass of solute. You know, mass of solute that is obtained divided by equivalent weight of solute, or else the mass of solute by equivalent weight is same only, that is got as 0.0854 divided by volume of solution in liters, that is 1.008. So you can write, and finally you can got the, you will see the simplification, that is 0.0847 is the normality. So in this case, this problem, why it is became very simple, because molar mass of NaCl and equivalent weight of NaCl both are same only. That's why we got normality value and molarity value both are same. But if they are different, then that normality and molarity can be separately will come. That is normality is equals to n factor into molarity. This formula we will use to calculate that normality or molarity. Next, so we calculated here molarity, normality, and now mole fraction. Mole fraction, that is for NaCl you want to calculate, means number of moles of water also should be calculated. So because water number of moles can be obtained by dividing the water mass given the problem 1000 with its molar mass is 18. That's a 1000 by 18, 55.55 is the molarity of molecular weight of number of moles of water. So this number of moles of water with number of moles of NaCl is added, got 55.5854, and that is now substituted in the mole fraction of NaCl. So mole fraction of NaCl is equals to number of moles of NaCl by total number of moles into total number of moles only. This is the formula. So in this formula, substituted these values, got 1.536 into 10 power minus 3 they have got. This is the answer. Okay, not only this one, we have solutions expressed in 1 normal, n by 2, n by 10, n by 1000, like this, etc. This normalities can be expressed. If it is 1 normal, if it is n by 2 semi-normal, if it is n by 10, that is deci-normal, we can say 0.1. N by 100 is 0.01 grams, 0.01. That is called as centi-normal. If it is 1.001 is there, that is called as milli-normal, like molarity only. Okay, so the normality and molarity both are almost same, but the problem between the normality and molarity is nothing but gram equivalent weights in normality will be expressed and gram molecular weights expressed in molarity. So here what happens, normality is equals to gram equivalent weights, weight by gram equivalent weight into 1000 by V is the formula. In this, weight by, this is all for solute only we are telling. Gram equivalent weight can be obtained by doing the expression, that is formula. Gram equivalent weight is equals to gram molecular weight divided by N. So N factor into 1000 by V. So if you rearrange this one, you will get N factor into weight by gram molecular weight of solute into 1000 by V. So this is nothing but expression for molarity, and N factor into molarity is normality. So here this is for acids, it is acidity, this NF. This is for bases, it is acidity. Acids, this is basicity. And for any kind of reducing agents and oxidizing agents, that is number of electrons transferred, that is N factor will be multiplied with molarity to get the normality. This is also most important formula in the calculations we have. Next, what are some other important which are not mainly important things and that are concentration terms are formality is the number of formula mass in grams present per liter of solution. Weight of solute in grams by formula mass of solute. Actually, in case of formula mass is equal to molar mass, then formality is nothing but molarity only. Depends on temperature only. It is formality we will use for mainly for ionic substances. And another one, concentration or strength of solution. Concentration of strength of solution here can be obtained by weight of solute in grams volume of solution into 1000. And capital S is the symbol we will use for this. This is strength of solution, symbol S. In that way also you can tell. Another one, parts per million, ppm. So this method is expressing concentrations, very dilute solutions such as hardness of water and air pollution. We can express this one in ppms. Is most important in the terminology, in the concentration terminology. Here mass of solute in grams by mass of solution into 10 power 6. 10 power 6 is million. 10 lakhs. Volume of solution, solute by volume of solution to 10 power 6 is the ppm formula. And after that, we have already told you that what is the relation between normality and molarity. Normality is equal to molarity into valency factor or n factor. What is the relation between molality and molarity? See, molarity by molality. Here molarity is number of moles by volume of solution. What is the molality? Molarity is weight of moles of number of moles of solute. Number of moles of solute by mass of solvent. Mass of solvent. So when you have divided these things, molality small m, molarity capital M, molality small m, then you will get mass of solvent, particularly that you are expressing kilograms, divided by volume of solution. Volume of solution you are expressed in liters, that one. So that one with symbols they are given as capital W by capital V. And density of the solution in grams per ml if you express, then mass of solution can be obtained by using this expression, that is volume into density. Mass is equals to volume into a density here. Now, what is the mass of solute given? So mass of solute here, which is given as number of moles of solute into molar mass of solute. Number of moles of solute into molar mass of solute, here into is required. Likewise, mass of solvent. How the mass of solvent can be separately calculated is nothing but mass of solution. Mass of solution already we have V minus V into D minus mass of solute. Mass of solute you got is small n into MA. Yeah. So we calculate all these things. Now that one if you substitute in this above relation, what is the relation? In this relation, if you substitute this all things, then you will get V into D minus N into MA by V is the relation. In that, what is molality? Because we have capital M by small m is equals to V into D minus number of moles of solute into molecular weight of solute divided by volume of solution in liters. This is liters. We want only molality, means small m only, means you will get capital M molarity into volume of solution in liters divided by V into D minus number of moles of solute into molecular weight of solute. So this way you can get it. In this, still how they simplify that one is the volume, they have whatever the volume is there in the denominator and numerator, they divided this expression with V. After that they got this one. Okay, after that they got molality is equals to capital M by D minus N by V into MA. You know, M by V is not the number of moles of solute by volume is molarity again. It has become capital M by D minus capital M into molarity, molecular weight of solute. Like this all steps how came. You keenly observe, then you will get the density of solution relation. Density is there in this, molarity is there in this, molecular weight of solute is also there in this, So all these things are present, but finally we'll call this one is the relation between molarity and molality only. Suppose if the density of solution is approximately 1, then molality will be greater than molarity. Small m will be greater than capital M if the density is approximately 1. Okay. Another terminology, that is dmol. Dmol is another unit expressing concentration solution equal to molar concentration at 0 degrees Celsius. Here 1D represents 1 mole of solute is present in 1 liter of solution at 0 degrees Celsius. So it is rarely expressed, and dmol is also one of the important terminology in the olden days only. So here a problem, if you check it here, 0.4 grams of sodium hydroxide is present in 40 ml of solution. Then find molarity and molar normality. So molarity calculated, it is number of moles is 0.4 by 40 into 1000 by volume of solution is 40 but 0.25. Normality they calculated, the weight of solute is given 0.4 and its equivalent weight is again 40. Substituted, got same value. Normality and molarity. We have checked the same problem only. Another one. Let us see the second another method. That's normality is equals to molarity into small n, that is n factor. So in this n factor is 1 means normality molarity both are same, because that same thing happened in the case of sodium hydroxide. We have normality molarity both are became same for this one. Another problem we have to check it, how much volume of 10 ml 10 molar HCl should be diluted to with water to prepare 2 liters of 5 molar HCl. So two things they are given, that is molarity, two molarities, two volumes are the formula is m1 v1 is equals to m2 v2. So you don't know the volume of the higher concentration one v1, then the v1 is equals to m2 v2 by m1. In that's the substituted. M2 value is 5 they are given, and whatever the volume of the second one is given is 2 liters divided by molarity of first one is 10. So it is 1 got, so that's why 1 liter is required. Next, find out the weight of H2SO4 in 150 ml of this n by 7 H2SO4. So what is the n by 7 H2SO4? What is the meaning of that one is its normality. They are asking us to find the weight of H2SO4 in 150 ml. We know that normal this n factor for this H2SO4 is 2, and normality is equals to 2 into molarity for the H2SO4. In this case also you can easily calculate that 2 into molarity is what? That is nothing but weight of H2SO4 we don't know. Assume that is W, divided by molecular weight of H2SO4 is 98 into 1000 by volume of solution is 150. That is equals to the 1 by 7. Actually, the equivalent weight of H2SO4 now became 49. So W is equals to how much? That is 150 into 49. Okay, divided by 7000. So this they got as 1.05 grams. Next, find out the molarity of 1 liter of 93% H2SO4. Its density is 1.84. They given. So once the density given, we know the formula x into d into 10 by molecular weight of the solute. So molecular weight of solute. So in this, if you substitute, you'll get the answer. X is nothing but mass of solute given in percentage 93. Percentage into density. Density is 1.84 into 10 divided molecular weight is 98. So they got 78.68 . Upon calculation. 78.68. So very high concentration. Now the another one here is 100 centimeter cube of solution is prepared by dissolving 2 grams of NaOH in water. Calculate the normality of the solution. So here NaOH is told. So normality is equals to weight by its equivalent weight into 1000 by volume is given as 100. So what happens here? It has become 20 by 40. 20 by 40 is 1 by 2, 0.5. 0.5 means it is nothing but semi-normal solution. Next, find the percentage by weight and weight fraction of aspirin in solution prepared by dissolving 3.65 grams of aspirin in 25.08 grams of water. So weight of solution, now we can calculate by adding both these masses. After weight fraction is nothing but weight of aspirin given as 3.65 grams by the total weight. We got 0.127. Now find the percentage weight means this is multiplied with 100. They got 12.7. Next, a solution was prepared by adding 125 centimeter cube of isopropyl alcohol to water until the volume of solution was 175 centimeter cube. So 125 became 175, and find the volume fraction and volume percentage of isopropyl alcohol. See, volume of the isopropyl alcohol given is 125 and volume of solution is given 175. So this division is volume fraction 0.7414 km, which is multiplied with 100 got volume percentage. Next, the density of solution containing 13% by mass of sulfuric acid is 1.09 grams per ml. Calculate the molarity normality of the solution. As you know, when they are giving the density and percentages, then what is the molarity formula? Molarity is equals to percentage into density into 10 by the molecular weight. Percentage is 13, density is 1.09 into 10 by, this is 10 only, into 10 by molecular weight of sulfuric acid is 98. So in that if you substitute, then you will get 1.445 is the molarity of the solution. Now, so molarity, normality, when you are finding normality in the same type of model, then you will divide this percentage into density into 10 with the equivalent weight of the substance. Okay. This is regarding the called concentrations terminology and some of the problems we have discussed in this lecture. Hope dear students you have understand the problems and concentration terminals, various concentration terms with the problems we have discussed in this lecture. We'll meet in the next lecture with vapor pressure. Until have a nice day.